Whenever you're ready.
Self-love, huh?
Yeah. What about you?
What about me?
What did your journey of self-love look like? So you were born in Puerto Rico. Tell us a little bit about that journey and even then coming here to the States.
I'm being honest with you, I ain't know much. Should tell you. I couldn't tell you where to start and where to begin. My journey is sort of vague. I really can't see much. She'll tell you, but I told many stories of I can't remember half my youth. You know, growing up, I was bounced from parents to grandparents and to aunts that So I didn't have that family structure. So to say where I get some love or give and receive, I didn't get that. I didn't see it because I was all over the place. I know they love me, but I don't know if they love me back. Como se dice? I love them, but I don't know if they love me back. Even though they took me in, but why am I being bounced around?
Right.
Why?
Yeah, as a
do
kid.
you love me?
Yeah.
I mean, why I'm not here? Why I'm all over the place?
Yeah.
It was tough, and me telling her this and you guys, it's a touching feeling for me because I don't know to this day. I don't know why I was bounced all over the place. And wow, this is emotional.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's real, and I think, and thank you for sharing that. And I do think that in our culture, like Vida was saying earlier, the men are not taught to explore that.
And this is one thing why it's hard for me to express myself, even to my own wife.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, where do I begin to tell you where I did receive some love? And my thing wasn't the love from the family; it was why.
Yeah.
Why was I
Bounced
around? And I do have siblings, so my thing was, okay, if my sisters were my mom, why I'm not there? Why she's not with me? And, why I'm with mom, with grandma and Titi at times. And if grandma can't take care of me, then I'm with Titi and so on.
Right.
Now as an adult, I get most of it, but why?
Right.
Still doesn't make it
but
right.
still don't make it right.
Right, yeah.
I love my kids. We have a blended family.
Right.
And the way it is, like, I don't have them, so I get them every 2 weekends. And I always said to myself, if I always had kids, if I ever had kids, and I separate from them, I'll make sure I'll be in their life.
Right.
I don't want them to go through the same thing as what I went through as a kid.
Right.
And again, I knew both my parents.
Right.
And yet, my mom's alive to this day, and I won't hear from her. And I asked that question, like, why every time that I see you, excuse me,
Yeah.
it's just a bird.
Yeah, it's okay.
Every time that I see you, you throw a guilt trip on me.
Right.
Like, oh, porque tú no me ves, tú no me amas, you don't love me. I'm like, but you never showed me that as a kid. Like,
Right.
why wasn't I with you? I don't know the backstory of it. So, the self-love for me, it will always be my music. I went where I could escape. Music was that go-to. It was like my drug, even as a kid. That was my escape. That's why I'm a DJ. Even to this day, I play music in my own room. I built a room. That's my getaway.
We built a studio in our house.
Wow.
That's my getaway. I built it in my garage.
Wow.
Nice.
And I was like, okay, this is my getaway, and this is my first love. That's it was always playing music. And then it transcended where I'm gonna play music for people.
Right.
And get that musical journey going. And then you'll have also to go by that music that I'm gonna play. You know what I'm saying? It's a musical journey. So I'm gonna play certain music, and you'll be like, wow, I remember that. And the next joint, damn, I remember that time also.
Yeah.
And the next joint, you'll be like, God damn it, I was somebody. So first, again, that right there was what I could say, you know, self-love, and
Yeah.
it was always the music.
Yeah.
And then of course, meeting this one here, she helped what was broken.
Yeah.
You know, because again, I don't talk about my feelings.
Right.
She'll tell you that I don't talk about my feelings at all. I'm like a wall.
Yeah.
Even right now, just talking about it, it's like I'm holding stuff
Yeah.
in. And that's why we do these podcasts ourselves, because we express our feelings, and you know, and we show our love for each other, and for the commitment that we both, you know, have done for each other, and, you know, and for the family.
Yeah.
And again, it always goes down to the music, because she's also a pianist.
I didn't know that about you, actually.
Look at that.
Because I always see the
I actually peeped the music. I was like,
I peeped it, but I didn't know
when you were
that
talking,
in it.
and I was like, oh my god.
Yes, and she surprised me one day.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I did not know
Yo,
that.
that's from my own time. That's from a music teacher, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, so.
And she's
okay.
dope. And she does not express, and she also sings too. So that's why somehow we connected. She didn't know that.
Oh, yes, I have to try.
You didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I love that.
We connected in that way also, because we both come from loving music and also stuff like that. So yeah, so that was a little handful full of tricks there.
I didn't know. I love that.
She sings.
I love that.
She fucking sings. You believe
I love that. I believe it. It's just because I didn't even know, but yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, she didn't think I was gonna say that.
Yeah, she did it. Look at
I will say this. Everybody knows like who came to my 1-2 compliment.
Right.
I'm a hip hop head.
Yeah.
I was a beat girl.
Yeah.
Like, that's why there's the beatbox and the.
Yeah.
Wait, I have an 8-track somewhere. Here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8-track,
Wow.
cassette tape.
Yeah.
Like, again, that was my go-to. Dancing was my thing.
Right.
Music is my escape, and I say that in a way not to escape the world, but sometimes to clear my mind, and that's
Right.
my meditation.
Yep. Yep.
Like, it's funny now that he'll tell you. You can ask him like, I asked him, did you pray or meditate? Yep. Like, what do you? I was downstairs. I was playing my music. That's how he clears his mind.
Right.
And let me tell you something. You know that lovely backdrop that I have for the car
Yes.
today?
Yes.
That shit wasn't my idea. That was his idea. He got that after spinning the turntables for 45 minutes. And it's a backdrop that he made it so dope that you press a button and it goes up and then it goes down. It goes up. Again, all these he's the one that pushed for the podcast. Truth be told, it was.
I love your podcast, by the way.
I know, we slack on it,
Yeah.
but life gets in the way.
But when the episode comes out, it's always
It's crazy.
I would imagine that it's hard to do, because even so with all of your clients and everything that you do,
Yes.
plus you're faithful to card of the day. Like
yeah.
being faithful to, I don't care if it's a 1-minute video, 2-minute video,
Right.
like the fact that you make the time out to do that
Every day.
every day speaks
But let me tell
to
you
your
something.
hustle.
At one point, she wanted to stop doing that.
No.
At one point, she wanted
No.
to stop
No, yeah, he'll tell you.
doing. Yeah, at one point, she wanted to stop doing readings, and I told her no. You have to continue doing this.
Yeah.
Because there's people out there who needs you, who needs the help.
Yeah.
Fucked me up too, man.
Yeah.
He's like, you gotta do this shit.
You
I'm
gotta
like,
do it.
and I would come down and say, fuck this shit. I'm getting too much hate on fucking social media. I'm not doing this shit no more. He's like, fine, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he would agree with me, like, I was waiting for an argument. So I stormed upstairs, and then he would come upstairs. You know, you gotta do this right.
Yeah.
Because he put me on blast. He goes, they're gonna drag you if you don't. Like, he literally told me, like, what I already knew, like, they won't fucking drag me. But I find it amazing that now, like, he breaks his own way. He has his team, he has a squad. I know some of them because they've presented themselves to me, especially his ancestors. He has a real strong connection with Satan, with Archangel Michael. That's his go-to guy. Like me, for example, I have a strong connection with actual Jesus, like Jesus Christ. Not because of the Catholic religion, but because that's my homeboy. I can call Jesus all day, every day. He never fails me. Like Jesus has made.
Love that.
Yeah, Jesus is my homeboy.
Jesus. I grew up and I was like, I really love Jesus.
Jesus is dope because he's an ascended, what we call an ascended master. He made an impact on human society. I mean, it's to the point that they're still discussing if he actually even lived and existed. So like that's my ascendant master. That's my go-to guy is Jesus. But there's also my ancestors, which is something completely different. My ancestors are those of my lineage, of my bloodline who were here before me. So you know, his ancestors have appeared to me, and he says that that's how I got him
Because of them.
Yeah.
well, how did I get you? Because he was a skeptic. Look, he said I didn't put any on him.
That's she got a candle.
That's something I've
She
never
should have
done.
had that phone saying, Well, she said some shit. I'm like, oh.
No, because what was it? We were just talking. We were just friends because we never wanted to. We did not want any relationships.
Right.
Fuck that. Like, no, we were just friends. That's where we were. And then one day, just shit started happening, and it happened to be on Halloween, which is the day of the wall is the thinnest between both worlds.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize that Halloween was the anniversary of his father's death. And his father came through, and I just told him all about his childhood, and he's like, "Yo, what the fuck did you just say?" He tells people at the events and stuff like that, or like the pop-up markets, she'll get you. She got me that way. That's why I married her ass. I'm like,
Like, you making it sound like I put a spell on you?
like, no, I just literally saw what I saw and said what I said, and I told him things about his childhood that he never really spoke about. Like, and then it freaked me out. It still freaks me out to this day how it happened. Like, I had this love for music. I was even trying to go to school to be a radio DJ, like a DJ personality, and I ended up marrying a DJ. Like,
That's awesome.
that was, I just hear laughter with that right now.
Yeah.
I hear somebody laughing in my ear, like,
We did that.
like, again, I didn't get to be the person that I wanted to be because I love radio, I love music. I was trying to go to school to be a DJ, a radio DJ.
But we do a lot more now.
I guess, yeah. Everything happens for a reason. I believe that, but that's how he takes care of himself. That's how he makes his music is his self-love. He puts that first, and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
Because I think if it wasn't for that, I think we'd be going crazy now.
Yeah.
Like, straight
And
up.
also, what a gift it is to be a DJ because, like,
Yes.
the whole, like, everybody loves a really good DJ because you are connecting with an entire room of people.
Correct.
And like you're literally manipulating the flow of how the environment,
That's
you
how
know?
it is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You meet the crowd, as they say. You know, I think the DJ would meet the crowd, not just play for himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I would be a horrible DJ.
You as a good DJ, you know, and loving music, you gotta love all type of genre.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
if you're stuck in one, then you'll want your pony basically.
Right.
A good DJ will know how to reach the crowd. You know, like, God damn, you know what? I want to give these type of people a chance to have a good time, and people go to the bar. You know,
Right.
you know, and vice versa. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So a good DJ will know that and know how to do this. Because if you don't, you know what? Then everybody will just leave like, wow.
That's why he's using his intuition to read those.
Right, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep.
See?
Yep. And so moving on to that topic, we're going to move into our Dame Luz section where you're going to give us a little bit of light about what hip hop culture used to be back in the day.
Crazy. Like,
Because today, like I had texted a friend and I was like, okay, I have a confession. And they were like, uh-oh, it's fine, I accept whatever you're about to say. And I was just like, I love that new song, The Old Town Road, that country song. It's so bad.
Yes.
I know, it's so bad.
but
It's so
good.
bad.
It's
But I love it, it's so catchy.
Yes.
And I was like, I feel really
It's
guilty
good.
about it. But there's a lot of music that, like a lot of trap music and new rap that I'm just like, I want to understand where they're coming from, but I
But it's
don't
not
get,
our
I don't
generation.
connect. And
It's
I
not our
accept that. And I accept that
Yeah.
because I remember when, pop boy bands came out and I was going crazy, my mom would look at me and they said like, ¿Y qué? Todo muchacho blanquito brincando y está poniéndose loca. Like, and we loved it, right? But people don't get it. So I understand that I might not get it. But I do think that there is something about the value of hip hop in its origin that I get afraid will get lost in the process. Like I was just in Jamaica and we were with my brother. And we were listening to The Message, the Grandmaster, and so we were listening to the actual lyrics, and I was like, this song is fucking depressing. Like, he's talking some real shit, but I'm like, but this is the type of shit that nobody was talking about in the communities, and again, coming from a black male where feelings aren't allowed to be expressed, this was the form of expression.
Exactly.
And so I look at the new school guys and I'm like, well, these are new guys and new generations, and some of them are like not really talking about nothing, but some of them behind that trap beat, they are still sort of living that truth of like expressing
One
themselves.
person, an example, may rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle.
Yes, Nipsey Hussle.
Right, Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
Yeah.
J.
Yes.
Cole.
Yeah, 100%.
They literally they will tackle on specific subjects and express themselves.
Yeah.
Me personally, I am a beat girl. I grew up with Sugar Hill Gang and KRS-One. I still follow KRS-One to this day.
Yeah.
Like, again, even Will Smith is crazy ass.
I
Freshman. He was really
Safe hip hop.
Yeah, safe hip hop.
But it was the party zone, you know what I'm saying? But the message and Fat Five and Freddie and all these there was a lot of fucking real talk coming out in these raps.
Yeah.
And it was considered controversial back then. But that's the only way we could talk.
Right.
Because they want to listen to it. They put a mic to our face.
Right.
They want to listen to it.
Right.
But guess what? You put a beat to it,
And all of a sudden,
or even the white people know the words.
yeah, everybody's like, and I be watching white people in crowds. I be like, you about to be like, nigga, you're not gonna say it, right? You're not gonna say nigga, okay. I be watching, I be rapping, I be waiting for the crowd, like, and it's my nigga, okay, because even that, like, there's something about hip hop culture that, like, I always strive to protect. And then other parts of it that, like, I elevate. And, like, as a Boricua, like, I'm obsessed with the Latinx contribution to hip hop. And I feel like we don't talk about that. And so a lot of times people, or growing up, I'd hear like, oh, y'all Spanish people, y'all biters, y'all want to be in hip hop. And something about that never felt right. First of all, because I knew somewhere deep inside me that we were also black, but I just didn't know that at that age. But then on top of that, like the music, the similarities, I'm like, how could that music not speak to me? I'm not trying to bite. This is calling me because this is true to my experience too. You're just saying it in English, and like, my mom might say it in Spanish, but we talking about the same shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so I would love to hear about like how you got into hip hop, what made you want to be a DJ, what was your favorite thing about hip hop?
Oh my God, you don't get into hip hop. Hip hop gets into you. You're born with it. Growing up in the Bronx.
Tell them how you started though.
Started.
From the bottom, now you hear.
You used to rap? Oh.
I'm about to be like more surprised.
I don't know what she's doing over there.
Hello.
Oh. That's different.
Yeah.
You doing like this and like.
Hello, it's art.
Also, they don't look for
But
Yeah.
everything always came down to the music. It was just good example. And this is something that right now you could hear music, come through your iPods or whatever, right?
Right.
My music to hip hop was always through the window. Where you see the DJs out doing block parties. And that's what you got the taste of hip hop. And it was always raw. It was always in the street. And it wasn't something that you saw in concerts back in the 80s. I'm 40, I'm in my 40s. I saw it coming up.
Yeah.
And that's something that, mind you, I'm Spanish, I'm Boricua. And that's something that it drove. It was the music, the Caribbean culture mixed in with the Afro beats and so on.
Right.
Because it wasn't called really hip hop at that time. It was still more like rap. You know what I'm saying? It was just rap. So that's what I looked at that window. Wow, I want to do that shit.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's fucking dope. Like, the beat drives you. It goes in your heart. It's not something that you be like.
Yeah, when you hear them drums,
you hear that shit and it's like.
Yeah. You automatic, it's like the automatic trick. It's like, wait, what's going on?
So, it drives you. So that's right. To me, that's what hip hop. And also growing up, it's the four elements of hip hop.
Yes.
You got graffiti, your lyrics,
Break
dancing. What else?
The DJ.
The DJ, of course.
Yeah.
I honestly feel that the DJs is most.
I love it. Yeah.
Because they provide
everything else.
the background.
Yep.
For you to even draw.
Yep.
For you to even to get into the culture. For someone to even speak about what they have on their heart at that moment. Like again, it's over a beat, but again,
This hip hop doesn't have the substance. I'm sorry, it doesn't have the substance that us growing up did. And the struggle that the